I'm back. What's happening, folks? 4 videos in the space of a week. Come on, I'm back on my game. I want to talk about Canelo versus Edgar Berlanga. I think immediately after the Riyadh season in LA, that's the only real fight to talk about right now. There's nothing much going on in the boxing world. I watched the New York leg of the press conference. It seemed a bit respectful, to be honest. Nothing really too much going off in terms of fireworks. But then we got to LA and it seemed like something had switched in both fighters. Edgar Berlanga and Canelo, they were going off on each other a little bit. Caleb Plant got a little bit involved. Well, Edgar Berlanga brought Caleb Plant into it, called him certain words and whatnot. And then when Caleb Plant jumped up, Canelo was like, calm down, it's okay, Caleb, I'm going to sort him out for you. It was good, it was enjoyable. They both stood up. Security got involved, but it was handbags really. But I like the fight. You know why? Because other than Benavidez and Crawford, right, which we're not going to get, it seems like with the stuff that Turki Alalshikh, I think he's reached out to Canelo, and Canelo and his team have said whatever they've said, and Turki's came out with a statement which I'll read later on. But who else is in that super middleweight division for Canelo? Benavidez fight, 200 million, I think Canelo's asking for because of the size of Benavidez and whatnot. Crawford, it seems like Canelo doesn't really want to fight Crawford. He actually came out and said that he should fight Teofimo Lopez next. But Edgar Berlanga probably is there. He's got himself in the WBA mandatory position, right? So he deserves a shot, rightly so. Edgar Berlanga brings it as well, right? He brings it. He does come to fight. 22 wins, 17 knockouts. However, does Berlanga bring anything that Canelo hasn't seen before? Berlanga was talking about IQ and intelligence in that ring. Does Berlanga have more IQ and intelligence than Canelo going in that ring? I don't know. I don't think Edgar Berlanga brings anything that Canelo hasn't seen before. I really don't. Canelo has seen everything. He's fought everybody. Southpaws, tall, small, skinny, front foot, back foot, the works. He's fought every single person. Berlanga might suit Canelo a little bit, the way he fights. Like I say, Berlanga's 22, 17 knockouts. However, the Bobby McCrory fight, who he fought last time out, that was his latest stoppage. But prior to that, he went 5 fights in a row going the distance. So when he stepped up in that competition, he's been going the distance. Canelo hasn't had a stoppage since Caleb Plant. That was actually the last time somebody provoked Canelo at a press conference similar to Edgar Berlanga, and that was the last time somebody had been stopped by Canelo, was when somebody provoked him at a press conference. So maybe this has got Canelo juiced up, ready to rock. Juiced up, maybe the wrong word here, but fired up, ready to rock, and maybe want to put a performance where he gets a stoppage. Munguia, Golovkin, Ryder, they went the distance with him, didn't he? So, and Bivol we lost to. So, it's an interesting fight. I think it'll be a great fight because the styles will gel. But it's Canelo, man. Canelo, I think after Berlanga, who's there? Who's in the super middleweight division for him? Does he go back up to light heavyweight and try and conquer it? I think he's too small for light heavyweight. I think Bivol proved that. I don't know. Bivol's actually talked about coming down to super middleweight after this light heavyweight fight with Bertabiev on October 12th. I don't know. I think maybe the Benavidez fight is the one where the fans and the media and everybody that likes want the fight to happen, because it does have that sort of rivalry there that we all like to get involved in when we watch a big fight build up. The Crawford fight, we would love to see that. And I think with the statement Turki Alalshikh has came out, and I'll read it right here. His Excellency Turki Alalshikh came out and said, "I heard what Canelo said, that he respects me but doesn't like the way I do business. As for him respecting me, it doesn't matter to me if he does or not. As for the way I do business, I know why he doesn't like it, because I only target big fights at fair prices. So of course, anyone who likes easy fights won't like that. And I know how he feels after losing to Bivol. So he's been looking for easier fights ever since. Also, I'm not the one who's afraid of fighting Benavidez or Crawford." Big statement there. Saying Canelo's afraid. I like that. I do like that. Therefore, I knew he was wasting our time and making excuses with big amounts of money that can't be paid. So I'm continuing my way to make big fights and serve the boxing world, and he's on his way to making easy show-only fights. You know what? I like that. Turkey's coming out fighting. Do you know what I mean? I do like that. His Excellency Turki Alalshikh, you say what you want. He has been putting on the fights, and the boxing's been absolutely flying since Turki Alalshikh's been involved. There's no question about it. You can't deny that. Just look at the fights we've had. Just look at LA last week. You can't deny that. So I think after Berlanga, who is there for Canelo? Who is there? It has to be Benavidez or Crawford. Surely. That's all that's left for Canelo. He's fought everybody unless he retires. Bivol rematch. Yeah. But I don't know. I honestly don't know who else is there for Canelo that's going to get us, the fans, interested. I don't know. What do you think? His Excellency came out and said what he said. Canelo's came out and said what he said. He's got a fight against Berlanga. I like the fight. I think both fighters will gel. Both fighters will gel. The styles will gel. It's going to be a cracking fight for however long it lasts. But what's next for Canelo? What do you think? You know what to do. Leave a comment. Let's engage. And let's talk. Let's create a community. I really, really am interested in creating a community here and to talk boxing. And so you know what to do. Leave a comment. Who do you want Canelo to fight next after Berlanga? Come on now.